Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Chris, and today we're going to be doing more work here at the farm. So let's get started. So my goal for today is to place some wheat in this area to see how that kind of looks, and also to fill in this with the proper mills plate so it's at the same height as these other things surrounding it. And hopefully I can get to this area as well and maybe even start the water and some of that detailing. I'm starting off this time lapse by first mills plating the remaining area of the wheat field in the bottom right corner of the screen, as well as the other green plates surrounding it. And then as I work my way around, I am going around what will eventually be the area for the water, and I am mills plating the green plate on the other side of it as well. Once I finish that up, I move over to the back area of the farm where I finish mills plating that part as well. And yeah, that's pretty much it. And so I'm not sure how I feel about the jagged edge here. Obviously it's gonna look a lot smoother once I put rocks on it and slopes and stuff like that. But I think it's too close to the train track at the moment. I think it needs to come out more so the mountain could eventually be taller. But I guess that's just something I'm gonna have to play by ear and see how it looks in real life. Now that this section, as well as this section, are both mills plated, I decided to start attempting and mocking up what the water would eventually look like. The only caveat to this is that I don't have any tiles for the water. I don't have any translucent clear, translucent blue, light or dark blue actually. So I have no way of seeing if this would look any good or not. So I'm just kind of guessing. But this is what I came up with. You know, the regular tan is for the shallower water, and then the dark tan's a little bit deeper, and then the sand green is just for more color variation. And I added a couple of smaller tan plates around the edges so that I could do something like this, if it wants to focus. There we go. And so I put a bunch of leaves here. I have a whole bunch of these that I bought from Bricks and Pieces a while ago because they were pretty cheap. And so these plates up against the mills plate here are at the same level that the tiles would be at for the water. So you can put a leaf on top of that, and the leaves itself will sit above the water line, and then you could do something like this to kind of cover up the step in between the mills plate and the water. I don't know how I feel about this though, so I'm just gonna kind of leave it for now and see if I still like it tomorrow or the next day. And in the meantime, I'm going to start working on the wheat field. Okay, so I've laid some pieces out, and I actually kind of like it. It's looking a lot better than I thought it would, mixing the olive green leaves as well as these 1x2 rounded plates with the holes in them in dark tan. I don't know how I feel about the harsh line between the dark tan plate and the green plate, as you can see over here, but I can use these olive green leaf pieces, and I think it hides it pretty well. I have these in a bunch of different colors. I have olive green, I have regular green, I have a lot in bright green, I have dark green. I just have so many of them, and so I've been trying to use them, and I think this is a good start. I mean, the wheat itself looks pretty good. I like how that looks. And I didn't buy any of these big Technic pins, but I have a bunch of them in my collection already, so I'm just gonna kind of use them sparingly around to kind of give it a diverse look. And then eventually, in the regular portion of the order from the standard pieces from Bricks and Pieces, the ones that ship from Denmark, they have 6 long bars in tan. And so these are the bars that I'm referring to, if it wants to focus here. So I bought a bunch of these in tan as well, so I can scatter them throughout this, and hopefully it'll give it a different look. And I think it's gonna look good. I'm also putting some of these olive green leaf limb elements here, these plant pieces. I'm putting them sparingly throughout as well to try to give it a different look, and I think so far it looks pretty good. I'm going to do some more though and see how far I can get with the pieces that I currently have. Alright, so this is what it looks like now. I pretty much ran out of the 4 long bars as well as the half pin, half axles, both in tan, and so this is as far as I got. I believe I ordered 125 of each of them, and then I, of course, added in a couple of my own things here. But I actually quite like it. I was planning on leaving gaps. As you guys can see, there's some holes in here that are not filled in. I was planning on putting the 6 long bars in tan in there once they arrive, but I kind of like the spacing of this. I think it's a little sparse in the middle here, but I think this is good. I think I like the density of it, and then so I can kind of just keep going with that, and I might just relocate some of these once the bars come in, the 6 long bars I mean, and so I can kind of evenly distribute them out. And I do actually quite like having these in there as well, so you can kind of, if you get an aerial shot here, you can kind of see that, and I think it looks pretty good. As for these leaves on the corner here, I'm still not sure how I feel about it. I do like the idea, but I don't know if the olive green sitting on the green plate is working for me. I think it's just a little too much. But I don't know. If you guys have any suggestions for me, leave it in a comment down below, and I'll be sure to take a look at it. I am eventually also planning on adding a fence around this whole thing, probably a custom one made out of brown pieces to simulate wood, but I have no idea how that's going to look, and I also don't really have the pieces to do that at the moment, so I'm just going to kind of leave it like this for now, and then eventually I will get around to that. I don't know if the fence will just go around the wheat field, like this shape here, or if it's going to go the whole length of the farm here. These pieces I could use for making fences, but I bought these pieces for the trees for the median, and so once the remaining pieces for that come in, I'm going to make a video about that, showing you guys what my thought process on that is, and if those trees happen to turn out terribly, then I can always use these pieces for the fence around here. I actually really like the view from it all the way back here, from in between the museum and the boutique hotel. But if you come over this way, I'm not sure how I feel about the leaves when you look at it up close. I think the olive ones are growing on me. Some time has passed since the last clip, and I've had some time to think about it. I like it, but I don't know how I feel about the bright green. I feel like these kind of don't really mix, and so if I take these out, it kind of looks better, but then you also have the hard line here between the dark tan and the green, and so I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know if I should use regular green to try and help cover that up, or if I should try something else, like maybe layering plates on top. So if you guys have any ideas for me on how to make this transition between the dark tan and the green look better, please let me know with a comment down below. I would be happy to hear any suggestions that you guys have. And I also, some time has passed, like I said, and so I've thought about this more, and I don't know. I'm still not a huge fan of this. I would like to try something else, but then again, I can't really know for sure, because I don't have any tiles to test out the water and what that's going to look like. So I don't even know if I like this pattern down here. So yeah, there's nothing I can really do about that for now, so it's just gonna kind of be this little pit until then. And so on that note, I think that's gonna wrap up today's video. I just want to say thank you guys so much for watching. That really means a lot that you guys are liking and subscribing and interacting with the video. And so on that note, if you liked what I did today and you want to see more videos like this, make sure to click the like button as well as subscribe and turn on the bell notification so you don't miss any future uploads. Thank you guys again for watching, and I hope to see you guys next time. Bye for now.